I'd like to call to order the board meeting for Business and Neighborhood Services. Today's date is June 16th, 2022. My name is Brian Madison. I'm chair of the board and director of the department, and we'll do introductions of the other board members and some of the staff that are located here. Starting with you, Catherine.
Hi, my name is Catherine Shee. I work at Rise Indy, and I live in the Glendale area.
Okay, great, thank you. And our newest board member, would you mind introducing yourself?
Yes, thank you, Brian. Barato Britt, very proud president and CEO of the Edmond Christian Center, which is a full-service community center in the heart of Martindale, Brightwood. Just very happy to be here.
Yeah. So he just joined the board, his first meeting. We got a chance to talk yesterday, and look forward to additional meetings and future conversations on some topics. So then we're also joined by several staff today. Jessica Knight is our board liaison. Katie Trinipole is Deputy Director of Animal Care Services, and Katie Campbell is our counsel. So thanks for joining us today. And we have a couple of other staff members here, some of which will present and or be available for questions or comments from the board. The first item on the agenda, you would have received a copy of our minutes and the agenda electronically. Do I have your consent to follow the agenda as published? Okay. Were there any questions or edits that you saw that need to be made to the May 26th board meeting?
Not from me.
Okay. And obviously you weren't there, but obviously if there's any sort of like grammatical or what have you or anything, please let us know. And it looks like we're being joined by a fourth board member, Camille Blunt. So thank you. We are just looking at the minutes. You received a copy of them, and so far we have no edits. Were you aware of any that needed to be made?
No, not for me.
Okay. Is there a motion to adopt the minutes of the May 26th meeting?
Motion to adopt.
We've got it first. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor of the adoption of the May 26th board meeting minutes will signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, they're approved. And we have no formal report today. We have, it looks like a lot, I'll give you that, a lot of resolutions, but if there's no objection, I would like to be able to just go ahead and take all of them as at one time, and Jacob can address all of the resolutions. I just want to make sure, if you look at the cover sheet for all these resolutions, that everybody's okay, no objections or conflicts of interest on any of these. You'll have a list of all the potential vendors. No conflicts, it looks like. So we will proceed then. Jessica, would you introduce the resolutions to us?
Resolutions number 2022-C10-015 through 2022-C10-021 with a point of contact as Jacob Miller. And this is a contract for plan review and inspection services that will allow the director of the Department of Business and Neighborhood Services to enter into an agreement with Bean, Longest and Nett, LLC, Christopher P. Burton Engineering, LLC, DLZ Indiana, LLC, the Etica Group, Inc., Fritz Engineering, LLC, Jacoby Toombs and Lands, Inc., and Safe Built, LLC to provide plan review and inspection services for a term of 2 years. The financial information is $1,200,000, and the funding source will be the B&S Permits Fund.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, members of the board. Welcome to the board. Today, B&S requests authorization from the Board of Business and Neighborhood Services to initiate new 2-year professional service agreements with qualified engineering firms for professional plan review and inspection services. Earlier this year, BNS staff solicited qualifications from engineering firms seeking contracting opportunities with the city of Indianapolis. A request for qualifications was published seeking out vendors capable of providing one or more of 3 distinct engineering services of need: infrastructure plan review, infrastructure inspection and testing, and structural plan review. As of the deadline to submit, a total of 7 firms had turned in completed applications. BNS staff have reviewed and determined all 7 applicants are qualified to offer one or more of these services. At this time, BNS wishes to proceed with new contracts for all 7 of the following vendors: BLN, Berg, DLZ, Etica, Fritz, Jacoby Tubes and Lands, and Safe Built LLC. These new 2-year agreements would commence next month, July 1st, 2022, and expire at the close of business June 30th, 2024. The combined total compensation limit is $1.2 million, that's $1,200,000. The 7-vendor pool features an MBE and a WBE firm certified by OMWBD. OMWBD staff have reviewed all 7 vendor applications and have given their approval to proceed with all 7 based on their 2nd-tier XBE utilization commitments and other good faith efforts. BNS staff will evaluate the 7 vendors' collective capacity to manage the workload assigned over the course of the first few contract months. If we identify a need to add more engineering services vendors, BNS staff will first work with OMWBD staff to seek out additional MWB and DOBE certified firms that may be qualified. Thank you.
Okay, just to clarify, just for everybody
Sure.
On the board, but also watching, OMWBD.
Office of Minority and Women Business Development,
Okay, and MBEs are,
minority-owned business enterprises,
and WBE.
women-owned business enterprises.
So we have 1 MBE and 1 WBE.
That's correct.
Okay, and then through subs or additional work,
Yes.
the others will try to utilize
The
XBE, which would be
supplies or-
any other.
Supplies or services, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because we threw out a lot of acronyms there. So,
I also abbreviated some of the vendor names. Do I need to reread that in full?
I think that's good. We have those in front of us. Are there any questions or comments from board members?
Couple comments. One is, I think the resolution on the cover sheet, I don't know if it matters, but on the cover sheet, there, okay.
Yeah, and do some numbering issues. Okay. Living in the past. 2022, sorry about that.
So, Katie, that's okay?
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
good eye.
And then have we used any of these vendors in the past?
We've used all 7 of these vendors.
Okay, great, thank you.
Any issues that have been raised or that you're aware of related to any of them? Donna, I think you use a couple of these, is that correct?
Oh, yes, we use all of these.
Okay,
Yes.
And in the normal course of business, there, could be vendor issues that pop up, and we address those as part of the normal course of business, and have never had to terminate a contract or do anything to that extent with any of these vendors.
Great,
these are all familiar names to us.
okay.
Other questions or comments from the board?
Just that, given the history, it would also seem to stand to reason that you all are comfortable with their efforts to recruit, attract, and retain MBE participation at some level.
But we're not opposed to adding additional vendors, should we see that there is a need to add additional vendors down the road. But we're comfortable with these 7 to start at least.
Yeah, Jacob does a really good job of working with OMWBD. I forgot we have alumni from OMWBD on our board.
He does.
So, yeah, it's an incredible group of people to be able to help us out and identify ways we can do better with it. So, thank you. Other questions or comments? Is there a motion to adopt the resolutions 2022 C10015 through 021 then?
So moved.
I've got a first. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor of adoption of the resolutions 15 through 21 will signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, the resolutions are approved. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you.
We have no new business before us. I appreciate your flexibility. As you know, we moved this meeting up a little bit. We will return back to the regular schedule for our ENS board meetings in the month of July. So that next meeting will be scheduled for July 28th, 2022 in the Vonnegut Conference Room at 1200 Madison, Suite 100 at 3 o'clock. There being no further business, we're adjourned.